It is another great day in the great nation of Texas. But yes, that two-door Tahoe has not gone anywhere. It is right here, still doing its thing. Nothing really is much different about it. I got some new wheels that I'm gonna grab soon. I'm not gonna say whatever. Just know I'm gonna grab them soon. These I'm gonna keep. These I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna put mud tires on these and then sell these guys. I don't need those anymore. And go from there. I got some plans under here, but we'll figure all that other stuff out later. As far as everything for the Tahoe, I mean, nothing much really different. We still out here with the broken door handle. I know this Tahoe mad, talking about I can't even replace a broken door handle on it, but then I show up with a new truck. Priorities. It's all about priorities. But yeah, we are here and we got all new front suspension for the Tahoe. This is Moogie Moog, the problem solver. Freaking NASCAR, dude. We got NASCAR suspension. Now, how I went about it, getting these parts on Moog's, however you say it, on their site, they had a front end kit, these same part numbers, for like $360. But it was like half of this stuff. And I was like, man, like I don't want to put the Bobo Jank stuff on it and just have it go out later on. I want to put something a little decent, you know? And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do what everyone does. And I went to Rock Auto, and I went on Rock Auto. You save a little bit of money, but you also pay for the shipping. It was cheaper than what it was listed on. I don't know if it was on Moog's website, but it was on a website. I don't know if it was Jegs or something else, whatever. But whoever you are, someone's gonna get me in trouble. Someone's gonna cancel me because you're stopping them from profiting and this and that. Well, okay, now you're supporting capitalism, and I'm saving money, so whatever. So went to Rock Auto, plugged in all the same part numbers, save a little bit of money. And but if you got Amazon Prime, freaking Amazon Prime right here, you can save some money on the shipping and get those same part numbers for a lot cheaper. And I managed to save even more than that. So the total went from $380 down to $260, then it went down to like $225. But for that part, for that price on Amazon, I was able to get a lot more than the initial quote that I got on the other website. So this is everything that we got here. Oh yeah, I can't forget the watermelon water, yo. That's agua sandía be hitting right, boy. So we got everything from Pitman arms. We got, no, that's an idler arm, I think. All right, don't quote me. All right, I'm a German tech. All right, I'm gonna just say Pitman arm, idler arm combo, right there. That's what I'm gonna call that. So we got those both left and right, and I believe these. What are? Now this is the tie rod. Yeah, so you can see this is the tie rod. So I got all this going on, and the front end of this thing is going to be like brand new. So that's gonna go on. Nothing too crazy, exciting. Nothing, I mean, I'm not ready for the motor swap yet, like I would like to be. But life happens, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing with this, so I can show you fun stuff with that. I got ideas. I'm gonna say it here first. You heard it here first. I would like to do a full Trackhawk swap on the two-door. I've been able to crunch some numbers. Obviously, Trackhawk it's gonna be money, but you got to hear me out. For example, if you go with a 5.3 or a 6 liter, or if you find an aluminum 5.3 or an aluminum 6.2 like an L92, think about it. Say you put a built 4L80 behind it, 5-6 grand. And mind you, I'm a rock stock front diff, stock rear diff. The rear diff is probably gonna say peace out at some point. And transfer case, because being there's a GM product is gonna work and it's all gonna hopefully go to the same direction. So built 4L80, you're gonna look at a few, 5-6 grand, whatever. You put a 5.3, 6.2, whatever you're gonna want. Put whatever price you want on that. All right. To achieve 700 wheel stock bottom end on any of those, you are pushing it. The famous 5.3, blah blah blah, 1100 wheel. Whatever. Kiss my ass. Then just keep it stock bottom end then. Stock bottom end, but you're living on anxiety every single day of your life. You have gray hairs at this point. And as you can tell, it's hot. The Texas heat, it's freaking hot. So you're at that point. Say you're stock bottom end. You put a cam in it, a little bit of money. The really expensive part is where it all comes down to where you're doing this stuff, is to get a blower. You can go LSA, you can go Whipple, you can go Maggie, you can go Pro Charger, you can do whatever you're gonna want, but then you gotta think about it. You have to have the fuel system on top of it. You have to have the tuning on top of it. The blower cost alone for a whole LSA kit for a 5.3 or for a 6.2 is oh, that's a little bit of a better angle. It's pretty expensive because there are like ICT billet from Cathedral or Squareport to Cathedral or whatever the case is, or if you already have a Cathedral, you can make it work. But that's, playing a little bit into that. You're doing all of this work, living on anxiety, making 700 plus wheel, and let's just say you are stock bottom end. Yeah, okay, it could work. You can make it happen. But then the pop is gonna happen at some point. I got fucked up my shoulder. And you throw into the equation, okay, we'll do a build bottom end. Now you're adding a few more $1,000s into the equation. Now I'm talking proper, you're decking, honing, balancing, you got rods and pistons. Now you got a heads cam package you put on top of it. So really, how much money are you putting in to your LS? I'm a big fan of it. I really want to do it. Don't get me wrong. I would love to do it. Just blah, 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 blah. I would love to do it. But this is all rolling over and building up very, very, very quickly. Versus a Trackhawk, the trans can take a beating all day, all freaking day. I'm not gonna push the Trackhawk, the Hellcat motor, further than what the trans can go, not until my pockets are ready. And I know I'm saying pockets ready versus, this and that. But it's just something to think about. I literally had a dream about it because there's no other GM platform into this that's almost like kind of like a, not really plug and play. No swap is gonna be plug and play. But imagine like a Trailblazer SS. All right, cool, you get a 6 liter, you get a 4L65, you still have to go through the trans. If you're gonna rock it NA, cool, rock it NA, but this is heavy. You're gonna put a blower on it, heads, cam, whatever package. You wanna put a bottom end in it. You see what I'm getting at? You're gonna spend a lot of money to do that kind of stuff. And I'm not talking, there are some other places where guy that did his whole Dodge Dakota. Holy hell. That is, I would love to do something like that. He took his very sweet time with it. He did the windows, the dash, everything. That is awesome. That is cool. I don't want to go to that extent. I would just like to do the powertrain, just because it's so much different. It's so much cooler. It's becoming actually quite feasible. I got a buddy that works off at Nascar Tuning, and he's giving me a little bit of insight that doing these swaps is not hard. I mean, obviously the hardest part of doing it is actually finding a powertrain. Now, if you want to find a rollover Trackhawk at auction, you're going to spend 30 grand. Off rip. Off rip. Now, if you do spend a 30 grand to get a Trackhawk and do everything, you have a little bit more of a chance to do a more complete swap. I just want the powertrain. Some people get out there, they find Hellcat motors for 7-8 grand. Some people find full powertrains, 10 to 12. To get these things running, it's almost similar to the Ford, where you got a Ford control pack behind it to run everything, and that's it. Like for this one, if they want to go ahead and put a Coyote in it with a 6R80 control pack, HP tuner, and then that's it. You're ready to go. And hopefully in the great nation of Texas, this stuff is not going to be taken away from us. But that's for another video. But that's a little bit of update of what I kind of like, my thoughts that are going through it. Main objective of what needs to get done first. And like I said, little by little, this is I'm not going to get rid of it. I have a vision. I've had it. It's actually going to come up close to a year since I've had it, and it's kind of like, you look at it like, oh man, I haven't really done anything, but it just leaps and bounds further than what it was before. So that's it for this. There's a little bit of a Tahoe update. There'll be more videos to come in the future. Check them out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.